Hey, it's Bridget with Sleepopolis, and today we're talking about people living with sleep disorders. We're joined by Laura Mohammed, who has both narcolepsy and sleep paralysis.
You are so vulnerable when you sleep, so you need to feel safe.
But unfortunately, Laura hasn't always felt that way. She's suffered from a handful of sleep disorders over the years, and recent ones heightened anxiety episodes while sleeping and sleep paralysis.
It kind of intensified over time.
When it first started happening, what types of things were you dealing with or noticing for the first time?
Anxiety throughout the night, so it felt like I was waking up every 5 to 10 seconds. I'm sure it was not, but that's what it felt like.
Then she says she started experiencing sleep paralysis. This happens when you're coming in or out of the REM sleep stage, which is the stage where we dream. During REM sleep, your brain makes it so you can't physically move your body, so you don't act your dreams out. So in a sleep paralysis episode, you're conscious but can't speak or move. And so walk me through what an episode of sleep paralysis looks like.
It's without warning. You don't know it's going to happen. Some people will see shadows, or like there's somebody in the room kind of a thing. Some people will have hallucinations that are more specific and traumatic. I've had the gamut. So, but pretty much what happens is I think I'm awake, and maybe I am, I don't know, but I think I'm awake and I can't move. I had one where I was sure there was a fire in my hotel room. And I could hear people at the door knocking, desperately trying to get in and saying, we can't get in because she has, that lock that you put. I could not move, could not get up. Then after, being completely helpless, I just fell back asleep. And then when I woke up, I was like, oh, none of that happened. You're so panicked in the moment that you're convinced this is it. I cannot control my body. I cannot, somebody is trying to get my attention. I cannot do anything about it. I'm completely helpless. And you don't think in terms of convincing yourself that, okay, I'm just going to go back to sleep and everything will be fine then. It's not intuitive. You would think it would be, but it's not.
But you were able to work your way up to that point?
It took a while, but yes.
Laura says the instance where she thought her hotel was on fire was the worst of them and made her get help from a sleep doctor.
Sleep paralysis, my understanding from my doctor is everybody gets it at some point. Some people get it one time, kids get it. My understanding from him is that's something that has to kind of be resolved in terms of, not having that anxiety before you go to bed.
So has there been anything that really has stood out to you that you've learned about it, or?
Yes.
What's that?
Yes. Centering yourself, calming down, whether it's prayer, meditation, is so powerful.
Doctors say the main treatment for sleep paralysis is improving sleep habits and patterns. Laura says losing weight, sticking to a consistent wake and bedtime routine, removing potential stressors before going to bed, and regularly praying and meditating has done wonders. Since incorporating these changes, she's gone 3 months without an episode. And how does it feel going 3 months without having one of those instances?
Pretty awesome. I still go through the process of relaxing, centering myself before I go back to sleep. I'm not just letting it go and just ignoring because I don't want it to come back.
Hearing how common the sleep paralysis can be and knowing firsthand how terrifying it can also be, is that kind of interesting to know that a lot of people go through that as well?
Yeah, it is. And I think, I know that a lot of people have it and they never know that they've had it.
But while evaluating her sleep paralysis, her sleep doctor told her he thinks she also has narcolepsy. Narcolepsy is a sleep disorder and neurological disorder. Recent research shows it's an autoimmune disease and is often triggered by a virus in childhood or adolescence. The body attacks its own stores of a neurotransmitter that helps regulate the sleep and wake system. Sleep paralysis is often considered a symptom of narcolepsy.
But narcolepsy means you fall asleep driving, right? If it means you fall asleep in the middle of meetings, I don't do that. He starts asking me questions, and it became pretty apparent I have narcolepsy. So I kind of squint and close my eyes while people are talking to me, but I can hear everything they say, and I'm interacting and I'm active. But I do this thing where I close my eyes, and he's like, yeah, that's narcolepsy.
So one of the things was when you're listening, you're being attentive, sometimes you'll squint, you'll close your eyes. And how did he explain what was going on in those
He said,
moments?
do you close your eyes even for a second or a nanosecond? Do you close your eyes and then you bring them back, you pop them back open? I said, yeah, I do that all day, every day.
And what did he say that was?
Micro naps.
What was your reaction hearing those were micro naps?
That can't be. No. He's like, yes.
Because you're awake in those moments.
I'm awake. I'm wide awake. I know what's going on. I'm interacting with people, but that's what he says. My understanding is that it's not something you can really control, except don't do stupid things. Don't do things that are going to put you or others at risk until it's treated.
For her, one major thing is cutting out morning or evening drives, especially to new places. Her doctor also ordered her an automatic positive airway pressure machine, or what's known as an APAP machine. It works by increasing or decreasing airway pressure as needed while inhaling and exhaling. So it automatically adjusts to your needs while sleeping and gives you the needed pressure to breathe normally. It's been on back order, but she's hopeful to get it soon, and isn't as concerned as she once was.
Because I'm not having the sleep paralysis, because I'm not having the anxious wake-ups throughout the night that I was having, a few years ago, it's okay. I'm in a good place. I am very much looking forward to my APAP. I really feel for the people out there who have a worse time than I do, because there are people who I think are afraid to go to sleep every night, every single night, and I don't have that. I feel comfortable that I have a routine that works for me.
Laura recommends anyone struggling with their sleep to get help. She says to be picky about choosing the right doctor and be ready to make needed life and sleep pattern changes, saying even though she still has unanswered questions, it's definitely been worth it for her.
I'm getting restful nights of sleep. I'm able to wake up when I need to wake up.
So why is it important to you to get a good night's sleep?
So that I function well during the day, so that I'm fully on when I'm working, so that I'm fully available to my family, my husband and my kids, so that I can be a pleasant individual and just be happy, and just feel good about my life.
Thanks again, Laura, and thank you all for joining us. If you want to learn more about these sleep disorders or other sleep disorders or health information, just head over to sleepopolis.com. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more sleep health videos.